नमस्ते बच्चों, एक बार फिर से आपका स्वागत है हमारे इस YouTube चैनल सीखो पढ़ो पे। और आज हम आपके लिए 10th क्लास का, ये बिहार बोर्ड का 10th क्लास का पनोरमा का ये 2 है, यानी 10th क्लास का ये बुक है। और ये आज सबसे पहला चैप्टर है, द पेस फॉर लिविंग। इंग्लिश बुक का पनोरमा 2 का ये पहला चैप्टर है। आरसी हुचिनसन ये इस स्टोरी के राइटर हैं। तो क्या कुछ है इस स्टोरी में हम सीक्वेंस वाइज बताएंगे, लेकिन सबसे पहले हम आपको रीडिंग कराएंगे, उसके बाद हम फिर इसको एक्सप्लेन करेंगे। तो आप हमारे प्लेलिस्ट में जाके सीक्वेंस वाइज वीडियोस को देखेंगे, उसमें क्वेश्चन आंसर भी आपको मिलेगा। तो आज क्या है, आरसी हुचिनसन, a British novelist, exhibits an exceptional flair for touching the sensitive issues of the contemporary society. With all its contradictions and paradoxes, in The Pace for Living, R.C. Hutchinson captures the agony of modern man. He brings out how the fast movement of man, things, and objects hurts the normal rhythm and exerts undue pressure on men, women, and children. ये कुछ वर्कआउट है। Work in small groups and do the following. Talk to your friends and seek their opinion on the life style of the modern youth. Ask them, do you find life leisurely or fast? Are you satisfied with what you see today? I saw a play in Dublin not long ago in which the chief character was an elderly corn merchant in a small Irish country town. He was a man of many anxieties. His heart was dicky. His nephew was cheating him. His wife had the fantastic notion of spending £10 on a holiday. Altogether, the pace of life was getting too much for him, and in a moment of despair, he uttered a great cry from the heart. They tell me there's an aeroplane now that goes at thousands miles an hour. Now that's too fast. For me, that was the most enchanting line in the play. The man's complaint was so gloriously irrelevant to his own situation, and besides being comic, it struck me as a perfect illustration of the way the Irish get at such truth by the most unlikely approaches. You saw what the old food meant. Not that I have any dislike of rapid movement myself. I enjoy going in a car at 90 miles an hour. So long as I am driving and so long as it is not my car. I adore the machines that hurl you about at Battersea, to dine in London and lunch in New York next day. Seems to me a most satisfactory experience. I admit it excludes all the real pleasures of travel, the sort of fun you get from a country bus in some rest or Spain, but it gives you a superficial sense of drama. It was a sort of excitement our ancestors had to do without, and we might just as well accept it gratefully. No, where speed becomes something unfriendly to me is where the mental activities of our time tend, as they naturally do, to follow the pace of the machines. I speak with prejudice because I belong to the tribe of slow thinkers, those who are crushed with I spirit day. I accelerate people who light on the most devastating repartee about 4 hours after the party is over. I am one of those who are guaranteed to get the lowest marks in any intelligence test, because those tests or all the ones I have come across seems to be designed to measure the speed of your mind more than anything else. Obviously, we slow thinker are terribly handicapped in the business of getting a living. But what I am thinking about just now is not so much the practical use of one's mind as its use for enjoyment. As an example, when I go to the cinema, I find myself in a hopeless fog. And after 2 or 3 minutes, I have to turn to my wife for enlightenment. I whisper, "Is this the same girl as the one we saw at the beginning?" And she whispered back, "No, there are three girls in this film, a tall blondie, a short blondie, and a medium sized brunette. Call them A, B, and C. The hero is that man who takes his hat off when he comes indoors. He is going to fall in love with girls B, C, A in that order. And so it proves to be there you have a mind which has turned itself to work in high gear, though, as a matter of fact, it can work in other gears just as well. But my point is that most of my fellow patients in the cinema do think fast enough to keep up comfortably with rapid change of scene and action. They think much faster than people did 30 years ago. Possibly because those who do not think fast in the high street nowadays may not get another chance in this world to think at all. तो आज के इस रीडिंग क्लास को हम यहीं पे दी एंड करते हैं। इसके जस्ट बाद अब आपको इन सभी सेंटेंसेस को हम एक्सप्लेन करते हुए वीडियो क्लास लेके आएंगे, उसके बाद फिर क्वेश्चन आंसर लेके आएंगे। आज का ये क्लास अगर आपको पसंद आया हो तो लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करना नहीं भूलें, और अगर आपका कुछ रिक्वायरमेंट हो तो कमेंट्स बॉक्स में कमेंट्स जरूर करें। मिलते हैं हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में।